So, good morning students. Today I am here to discuss regarding some of the topics of determinants. We will mainly focus our discussion on properties of determinants. So, let me start with the properties of determinants. First is number one property is our determinant remains unchanged on transpose, right? Determinant remains unchanged on transpose. Let me discuss this property, right? So here, for example, I will take determinant of matrix A. This one is 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3. Now here on transpose this matrix 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3 on transpose, this is rows are converted into columns and columns are converted into rows. So for that I will be writing like this 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3. Now let me find the determinant in both the cases and see whether the determinant values are same or not. So for that, here determinant of A, it is, I will replace the symbol of square brackets like this 0, 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 3. So this is positive, this is negative and again this is positive. So this is 1. Then you remove the row and column containing 1. The remaining things are 1, 2 and 2, 3. Then comes minus 2. You give a determinant sign here. Then you remove the row and column. The remaining things are 0, 2 and 1, 3. Plus 1. Again you remove the row and column containing 1. And what is left here is 0, 1, 1 and 2. So it is 1. If I multiply this one, this will be 3 minus 4 minus 2. This is 0 minus 2 plus 1. This is 0 minus 1. And if I calculate this one, this will be 1 into minus 1, which is minus 1, minus 2 into minus 2, which is plus 4. Then plus 1 into minus 1, it is minus 1. So 4 minus 2, which is equal to 2. So this determinant value will be giving you 2. Now let me check whether this determinant value is also giving us 2 or not. So for that, determinant of A dash, let me find it out like this. Then it will be determinant of 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. Now this is positive, this is negative and this is also positive. So this is 1. Then you remove what is left 1, 2, 2, 3 minus 0. Remove this one. This is 2, 2, 1, 3 plus 1. You remove this one. The left things are 2, 1, 1 and 2. Now this will give you 1 into, this is 3 minus 4 which is minus 1 and we will directly minus 0 into anything will give you 0 plus 1 into, this is 4 minus 1. Which is equal to 3. So this is minus 1, then minus 0 plus 3. Again 3 minus 1 is also equal to 2. Now look at this. This determinant value equals to 2 and the value of this determinant is also 2. So this is my first property, that is determinant remains unchanged on transpose. So I write like this, that is determinant of A dash. A is also equal to determinant of A dash. For any matrix A, determinant of A is also equal to determinant of A dash. So now we pause this video for some time and see the process and try to read very carefully. Next, let me proceed further to the second property. Our second property is, this is very important one, that if any two rows or columns are identical means same, then the determinant value then the determinant value becomes 0. Let me take an example and demonstrate it here, right? So for that, what I will do, take this one. Suppose this is a matrix A, this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 1 and 1. Again I am having 1, 2 and 3. Can you see here row 1 and row 3, they are same. This is row 1 and this is row 3. Now as my topic suggests that if two rows are same, then the determinant must be 0. Now let us see whether it is becoming 0 or not. So here determinant of A, it will be, you remove this sign, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, again 1, 2, 3, this determinant value, okay. Now look at this, this will be positive, negative and this will be positive. Again, what you do, 1 multiplied by, remove the row and column containing 1, this is 1, 1, 2, 3, minus 2, also you remove the row and column containing 2, what is left, this row and this column is removed, this is 1, 1 and this is 1, 3, then plus 3, also you remove the row and column containing this one, so what is left with me is 1, 1, 1 and 2. So if I calculate this one, this is 1 multiplied by 3 minus 2 which is 1, then minus 2 multiplied by 3 minus 1 which is 2, plus 3 multiplied by 2 minus 1 which is 1. So this is 1 minus 4 plus 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 minus 4 will give you 0. As I suggested, if any two rows are same or any two columns are same, then the value of the determinant becomes 0. This is completely evident from this example. So now let me see the third case or third property. The third property suggests that if the elements of any two rows or two columns are not equal, rather proportional, then also the value of the determinant becomes 0. Right? So let me discuss this one. Here our third property suggests that if the elements of any row or column, any two rows, in fact any two row or columns are proportional, then also the determinant becomes 0. Okay. Now let me prove it by taking an example. Suppose I take a matrix A. This is suppose 4, 2, 6, and this is 2, 1, 3, and this is 8, 4, and 12. So you judge this matrix. See row 1 and row 3. 4 by 8 it is 1 by 2, 2 into 4 or 2 by 4 it is also 1 by 2, 6 by 12 it is also 1 by 2. So here the elements, here row 1 elements are proportional with the elements of row 3. So let us see the determinant value of this one. The determinant of A, then we give a determinant sign here. This is 4, 2, 6, close it here. This is 2, 1, 3, 8, 4 and 12. This is positive, this is negative and this is positive. Then 4, you remove the row and column, this is 1, 3, 4, 12, minus 2, again remove the row and column, this is 2, 3, 8 and 12 plus 6. Remove the row and column, the things are 2, 1, 8 and 4. Now this is 4, multiply, this is 12, minus 2, again this is 24, minus 24 plus 6, again it is 4 plus 8, 8 minus 8. So it is 4 multiplied by 0, minus 2 multiplied by 0, plus 6 multiplied by 0. Then I will get this is 0, minus 0, plus 0, and the value becomes 0. So here, remember, if the elements of any two rows or columns are proportional, then also the determinant is 0. Okay? So this is our third property. Now, our fourth property tells us how to take common in determinants. Let me discuss that. Actually, our fourth property helps us in solving the algebraic questions related to determinant. So, property number 4 is any element can be taken common from, remember this one is either any row or any column. So I can take common things from either any row or from any column. What does it suggest or what does it mean? See, suppose A is or determinant of A, I will write delta. It is suppose 2, 4, 5, and this one is 12, 15 and 18, and this is 1, 2 and 3. Look at this. Here, what will have? Can you see in the second row? 12, 15 and 18. I can take something common. That common thing is 3. So if I take 3 common, remember you take common from either any row or any one column, or one row or any one column, not from all the elements. Right? So this one is 2, 4, 5, taking 3 common from second row. What is left here? 4. I have taken 3 here, 5, taken 3 here, it will be 6. This is 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So next, this makes the thing simpler and I can solve it by taking the value of determinant. So these 3 I can take outside. So elements from any one row or any one column I can take common. For example, let me demonstrate it. Here you see, suppose this is 10, 20, 30. Sorry. While you write delta symbol, then don't write matrix, it is a determinant. This is 1, 2, 3 and this is 4, 5 and minus 1. Now you take common 10 from the first one. You can see easily. So if I take 10 common from here, it will be left is 1, 2 and 3. This is also 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and minus 1. And I have told in the previous topic, here you can see this row 1 is also identical to row 3, and if any two rows are identical, then I can write the determinant value to become 0. So 10 multiplied by 0, it becomes actually 0. So remember, I can take common, but not from all the elements. I have to take common from either any row, any one row or any one column. Now, remember that makes a difference between your determinant and matrices. For example, if I have a matrix A, this is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18, and it is 6, 9 and 12. So if I take 3 common, then I have to take 3 common from all elements. All elements means all the entries, not from one row, not from one column. Here I have to take from either any one row or any one column. But here I have to take common from all the elements. So all the elements means 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So this is the difference. This is a matrix, but this is a determinant. So if you take determinant, then you have to take the elements from either any one row or any one column. And if you take matrix, then you have to take common from all the elements. Now there is a popular question asked here in this topic. Please see. The question is like this: if your determinant of A equals to K, then determinant of 3A will be equal to normal C. Right? So let me solve this question. Now, for example, A I took it order 2 cross 2. Suppose I take a matrix A, B, C, D. According to the question, determinant of A, it is given to me K. That is, determinant of A, B, C and D, it is given to me K. Now, I have to find the determinant of 3A. Let us find 3A first. Just I told, if you multiply and take common any element, then in the matrix, it must be multiplied with all the elements, right? That means it will be thrice of A, thrice of B, thrice of C and thrice of D. Then, if I ask you to find the determinant of this matrix, then it will be 3A, 3B, 3C and 3D. So, can I take 3 common? Now it has become a determinant, not a matrix. So, I have to take 3 common from the first row, that is, and 3 common also from the second row. Now I have taken 3 common from the first row, the left things are A, B. Here 3 common from the second row, that is C, D. Since it is a determinant, I have to take common from either any one row or any one column. That is 9, and this one is nothing but determinant of A. So here the answer will be 3 determinant of 3A, that is 9 into determinant of A. Now if I change the question to 3 cross 3, here there is 9 elements, and from each row I have to take 3 common, so the answer will be 27 multiplied by determinant of A. Remember, for a 2 cross 2 matrix, it is 9 into A, and for a 3 cross 3 matrix, the question or the answer will be 27 multiplied by A. And remember, if A is of order n, then and determinant of A is equal to K, then determinant of Ka, it is equal to suppose P, determinant of Ka. Okay, leave it like this. If A is of order n, then determinant of K will be K to the power n into determinant of A. This is the thing, you see, here the order was 2, hence it will be 3 to the power 2. Here, if the order will be 3, it will be 3 to the power 3. So, this is the evidence that if A is of order n, then determinant of K times A will be K to the power n multiplied by determinant of A. So, this is the property that any element can be taken common from either any row or any column from a determinant, right? So, now let us see the fifth property and we will conclude our discussion there. Right? This is our property number 5. After taking common, remember here any row can be replaced by row 1 plus K times row 6. I repeat, this is an elementary operation in matrix. I have already told you that any row can be exchanged with that row plus K times into another row. For example, if I have delta suppose 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 1 to 9, then I want to have an operation here. Your row 1 is replaced by row 1 plus 2 times row 2. Then the determinant value will remain unchanged. You see, this is row 1 plus 2 times row 2. So this is 1 plus 2 times 4. 1 plus 2 times 4. This is 2 multiplied by 2 times 2 plus this row 1 plus 2 times row 2, that is 2 into 5. This is 3 plus 2 times row 2, which is 6. So there is no change in row 2, 4, 5, 6, then 1 to 9. So this will be 9, then this will be 12, and this will be 15. This is 4, 5, 6. This is 1, 2 and 9. Right? So you can easily see the determinant value, whatever I am getting here, you can get it here. So these are 5 various important properties regarding the use of determinants, and it is also very important one. We will solve some questions in the next class regarding these properties. So I am giving you some homework. You mention it on your classwork or homework copy and you will submit. So this is our exercise from your NCERT exercise. You solve first 5 questions. I repeat, you solve from NCERT exercise first 5 questions on this topic. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much.